The ultimate goal is to have properties to where people could either, it's how can I explain? Because we could talk about this for the whole hour, but
Sure.
trying to summarize it, I would say, bringing where people live and the food, kind of teeing people up, basically, where you're going to be living, there's already a food system there. And, one thing that I've learned about, getting into growing food and real estate, kind of combining it, is the management, and that's a massive thing. And, I've learned that, it's one thing to put the system in, but the other avenue is managing it and making sure, the different plants aren't overgrowing the other plants, and they're not shading things out, and, you're giving them love. So that's kind of been one of the challenges that we're still trying to figure out is how everything's going to look. But as of now, we have a vision of buying smaller type of apartment complexes, and something that has a decent amount of green space.
Cool.
More of like garden style apartments.
And then taking over that green space, making it
exactly adding a food system within that complex.
Wow.
And having somebody that's on site, that lives there and helps manages it, and maybe creating an opportunity for them as well, to where if there's so much food that grows there, maybe they could take it to a farmer's market, or they could propagate some of the plants that are there and bring those to the farmer's market. Wow. Or just creating new ideas and new opportunities for other people, and also bringing in the plants, because I would say the majority of people that are going to be, renting somewhere, they're probably not thinking, hey, there's going to be edible landscaping here, because nobody's really doing that. And so it's like just getting that out there to the world and showing people, like, you can look out your front window and there's a rack of bananas, or there's a mango tree with mangoes on it,
Wow.
It's, and to show them that it's possible. I, like before, I mentioned I grew up in Hollywood, Florida, and I didn't even know this whole world existed with these tropical plants, and it really changed my life.
Beautiful. Yeah, man. Dude, that's beautiful, because it really is about showing people the models.
For sure.
Yeah, and just getting that feeling.
Putting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't quite, figured it out, but that's where we're heading towards.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
Let me know. I want to check it out when it's happening.
And maybe we could collaborate.
Right on. I'm there for it, bro. Yeah, because that's, dude, like, it's like it's deeper than a community garden, right? But it's that same concept within, like, where they live, right? Because community gardens, you got to sometimes go drive far away. Like, proximity is power, right? You walk outside your door to go get the culantro for your meal or whatever.
Exactly.
That's great. And it would bring, like, the energy there. It would bring people together, like, your neighbor.
Yeah. And I think eventually it would attract, a different type of tenant base as well. People that actually care about, people and planet, and bringing everything together and sharing and the abundance. It's just a different mindset.
Totally.
So that's where we're at now. Kind of the beginning phases of just bringing it out to the world and kind of trial and error and seeing the feedback and, how everything's going to get managed. And
that's a big thing. You're right. Yeah. The management, like, because a lot of these commercial properties or whatever, like these apartment complexes, they have hedge trimming crews and all these crews meant for these sterile landscapes. What if we had a crew that knew how to take care of all your food forests?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's part of the vision as well.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Because we can only do so much. You're out trying to, do what you need to do.
For sure. Yeah. It's a whole nother, the business of finding a property, for the right prices, and, making sure there's, what deferred maintenance needs to be done, and, factoring all of the numbers in, and, being profitable in order to grow this vision.
It's important, right?
It's a very big part of it.
We want resilience, right?
For sure.
We want longevity. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Yes, dude, I really respect what you're doing, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Appreciate it, for sure.
Man.